Hello friends, good morning. Welcome to the another series of the applied mathematics lecture, and we are discussing derivative. So in today's unit we are going to discuss derivative of these three functions. First one we named it as logarithmic function or exponential function, then parametric function and implicit function. So the first term that I want to explain you is how to find derivative of logarithmic function. I mean, this is not how we find derivative of logarithmic function, because you already know if y equals to log x, then its derivative dy by dx equal to 1 upon x, right? And you also know that if y equals to e to the power x, then derivative of y is e to the power x again. This is the standard formula. By composite function that we have discussed in previous lecture, we know how to find the derivative of, suppose I have log of sine x. Then by using chain rule, I will first write the derivative of outer function, which is 1 upon sine x, and multiply it derivative of inner function, that is sine x. So I will get cos x upon sin x, which is tan x. So this thing you already know. Now sometime it is very complicated to find out derivative of exponential term or logarithmic term. Exponential term. So in that case, what we do, we just take log to both sides, simplify the term and then take the derivative. So that's why I name it, or we name it as a derivative of logarithmic or exponential function. So I am just explaining one example. So for example, I have a term y equals to x to the power x, okay, and I want to find out derivative of this term. Now I know the derivative of e to the power x or derivative of a to the power x, or I also know derivative of x to the power n. In all these cases, one term is constant, either indices is constant or base is constant. In this case, you have exponential as a base and variable as a x. Indices. In this case, your base is constant and power is your variable. So its derivative you easily write as a to the power x into log to the base e of a. Okay. In this case, your base is variable and power is constant, so its derivative is n x to the power n minus 1. Okay, but now in this case the base and the power both are the variable, so it is very difficult to me to find out derivative of such a kind of function. So in this case what I do, I just take log to both sides. Taking log to both sides, what will happen? Log of y equal to log of x to the power x. Okay, now from the logarithmic law that we have studied in our basic mathematics series, we know that log of m to the power n, we can write it as, this n can go here in multiplication, n into log of m. So similarly, if I apply the same rule to this term, I will get x into log x. Now x is a function of x, log x is a function of x. I simply get gx into f of x. So I will apply product rule here, because I have multiplication sign in 2x function. So I just simply use product rule here. That's how we simplify the. So that's why we use the exponential term to simplify or find the log derivative of a complicated function. So now one thing you need to remember is, what is the derivative of log y? What will be the derivative of sin y? Okay, so the derivative of sin y term, which is your dependent variable, is same to the x term, only you need to multiply it by dy by dx. And why? Because of chain rule. So suppose I want to find derivative of sin x. So from chain rule we directly know that its derivative is cos x. but how it is cos x? My outer function is sine and inner function is x, so I will write derivative of outer function sine x multiply by derivative of inner function, that is x, and ddx of x is 1, we know that, so sine x we get, sorry, cos x we get. Okay, but when we have y function, suppose I want to find derivative of sine y, then my outer function is sine y, so derivative will be cos y multiply by dy by dx. Derivative, what is the derivative of y? What is the derivative of y? It is dy by dx. So simply I just want you to remember that whenever there is a y term and you want to take derivative of the y term, your y is your output or your dependent variable, then write the derivative same way you write derivative of x function, just multiply it with dy by dx. Did you remember this? Yes, it is a very simple rule. So for example, derivative of sine y, so I am writing here function and here I am writing derivative. Sorry, forget my bad handwriting. So what will be the derivative of sine y? Cos y into dy by dx. Derivative of log y, it will be 1 upon y into dy by dx. So just write derivative similar to the x function and multiply it with dy by dx. Derivative of e to the power y is e to the power y again multiply by dy by dx. Derivative of y square will be 2y multiply by dy by dx. Only that is the difference while taking the derivative of y. Now we will solve some example. So let's just take the same example that we have discussed, that y equals to x to the power x, find dy by dx. Okay, find dy by dx. So now as we seen that this is not a simple case, so we will take log to both sides. So taking log to both sides, what I get? Log of y equal to log of x to the power x. Now from the logarithmic law we know that log m to the power n is n into log of m, and applying the same rule I will simplify it as x into log of x. This x come here in multiplication. Okay, so now my function is become log y equal to x into log x. Now I am differentiating with respect to x. What will I get? Ddx of log y equal to ddx of x into log x. Okay, now what is the derivative of log y? I just show you that whenever you are taking derivative of y, just write same derivative as you write for derivative of x, but multiply it with dy by dx. And this is coming from chain rule, we know that. So what will be the derivative of log x? It is 1 upon x. So derivative of log y will be 1 upon y into dy by dx equal to, now here we need to apply product rule because we have multiplication sign between these two functions. So now this is my first function, this is the second function. So first function into derivative of second plus second function into derivative of first. Okay, so 1 upon y dy by dx equal to x into derivative of log x is 1 upon x plus log x into derivative of x is 1. So 1 upon y dy by dx equal to, this get cancelled, 1 plus log x. Now just take this y to this side. So what will I get? What will I get? Dy by dx equal to, I am taking this y to here, so it's come into multiplication, 1 plus log x. That is my derivative. Okay, just take a movement to understand it. Next example that I am going to discuss is the function is given y equals to sin x to the power cos x. Okay, now again it's a complicated function and its derivative, taking derivative is not that easy. So my first step is I am going to take log to both sides. Now one thing that I forget to explain, that in derivative whenever we take log, the log is always have base as e. If your log has base other than e or 10 or something else, then derivative does not exist. You need to convert, you need to change base of the log, convert it into the log to the base e by using change of base formula and change the base. But here we are taking log. If I am writing log in derivative, then by default consider that base is e here. So where I was saying that taking log to both sides, what will I get? Log of y equal to log of sin x to the power cos x. Okay, now again by the rule, logarithmic rule, we get n into log of m. So I am applying the same rule here. I will get cos x multiplied by log of sin x. Okay, this is my log y. Now I am differentiating with respect to x to both side, or derivative, taking derivative to the both side. What will I get? ddx of log y equal to ddx of cos into log sin x. Okay, up to this step is everything is clear. I just saw a complicated function which have the x term in a base and x term in a power. As soon as I saw this kind of terminology, what will I do? I just take log to both sides. After taking log to both sides, I will apply this formula or this simplification, and the power come into the multiplication here. So this is my simplified function now. Then I will differentiate it with respect to x. So I will get this terminology here. Now I know that derivative of log y is 1 upon y multiplied by dy by dx equal to, now here cos x into log of sin x. So this is my first function, this is my second function, and here we need to apply product rule. What product rule say to us? That first function into derivative of second function plus second function into derivative of first function. That is the product rule. First function into derivative of second function plus second function into derivative of first function. Okay, so now cos x as it is. Now derivative of this thing, log of sin x. This is a composite function. Two functions are coming together. It is a composite function. So first, as per the chain rule, I need to write derivative of outer function first. My outer function is log sin x. So what will be the derivative of log? 1 upon x. So here derivative of log sin x will be 1 upon sin x. So it is 1 upon sin x multiplied by derivative of inner function which is sin x. Okay, this is the derivative of composite function plus log of sin x as it is into derivative of cos x is minus sin x. Okay, so what will I get? Cos x upon sin x into derivative of sin x is cos x plus, sorry, minus, I will write minus sin x into log of sin x. Okay, so simply I get here cos square x upon sin x minus sin x into log of sin x, and in this side I have 1 upon y multiplied by dy by dx. Now my target is to finding dy by dx, so I am shifting this y to this side. It is in denominator, it will come into multiplication. So dy by dx I will get simply equal to y into cos square x upon sin x minus sin x into log of sin x. That's how I find derivative of this term. Okay, next example that I want to discuss is we want to find dy by dx for the function e to the power y equal to y to the power x, and we want to find dy by dx. Now again this is very difficult, right, to find direct derivative, because this is the power and base, both are the variables. So in this case you know what to do. First we taking log to both side, I will get log of e to the power y equal to log of y to the power x. Okay, so now I'll simplify it. Y into log of e equal to x into log of y. And since I told you that base of this logarithm is always e in derivative calculus, so here log to the base e of e is 1, that we have seen in the logarithm chapter, this result. So log to the base e of e equal to 1. So this value become 1. What will I get? Y equal to x into log y. Okay. Now I will differentiate this, differentiate with respect to x. What will I get? Dy by dx equal to, now here I need to apply product rule because I have multiplication sign between two functions. So suppose this is my first function, this is my second function, and I am applying product rule here, that first function into derivative of second plus second function into derivative of first. So this is x into, what is derivative of log y? 1 upon y into dy by dx, that we have seen that whenever we take derivative of y, we need to multiply it with dy by dx by the chain rule, plus log y into 1. So simply I get x upon y into dy by dx plus log y equal to, here we have dy by dx. Now since I want to find dy by dx, so what I am doing, I will just collect all the terms that contain dy by dx to one side and remaining terms to the another side. So I am just taking this term to this side. I will get dy by dx minus x upon y dy by dx equal to log y. Now take this dy by dx common. So I will, here I remaining 1 is remain, 1 upon 1 minus y by x into dy by dx equal to log y. Okay, now simplify it. What will I get? Y cross multiply, y minus x upon y into dy by dx equal to log y. Okay, now shift this term to this side. So what will happen? Numerator become denominator and denominator become numerator here. So dy by dx equal to y upon y minus x into log y. This is my answer. Okay, so I hope you understand when to use this function, and how we are finding the derivative using this exponential or logarithmic concept. So just try few example and see are you able to solve it or not. So try this example. First of all, try y equal to y to the power x. Second, tan x to the power sin x. Third try log x to the power cos x. Fifth try e to the power x. Okay, y equal to all this y equal to e to the power x. So try this example and let me know in comment section if you are able to solve it. Okay, now next that we want to discuss is derivative of implicit function. So in the definition we have seen, in function chapter we have seen what is implicit function. So in implicit function we cannot separate x and y as a side term. So for example, and we represent implicit function as f of xy equal to 0. So for example, if I have a function y equals to sin x, then in one side I have a y term, in another side I have a x term. So this x and y are separable. It is separated, quite clear, clean, neat and clean. Okay. But if I have a function like sin x square plus y square minus 4 equal to 0, or y equal to sin x square plus y square minus 4. Now here in both the side this y term is there, and it is very difficult to separate this y term from this x term, right? So this kind of function is called as implicit function. Now how to differentiate this function we are going to see. We are going to discuss the next article, in this article. So I will take some example of implicit function here. Find dy by dx if x square plus y square is equal to 4xy. Okay, now here also it is very difficult to separate x and y term. So what we did, just observe the step how I am finding the derivative of implicit function. The given function is, since the given function is x square plus y square equal to 4xy, differentiate with respect to x. Okay, directly take derivative. So what will I get? ddx of, I need to write the operator to both sides, x square plus y square equal to ddx of 4xy. Okay, now just find out derivative of this thing. So derivative will be separated. We know that x square plus derivative of y square equal to, this 4 is a constant, this will come outside, and derivative of x into y, because we have seen that derivative of k into x is equal to k into derivative of x. This constant term is always come out of the operator. Operator did not operate on constant terms. When it is in multiplication, okay, always remember. Now here, if the term is like that, ddx of k plus x, this is a separate constant term and its derivative is 0. So you will get derivative as 0 plus 1, that is 1. Okay, and here you will get derivative as k into 1, that is k. So remember that difference. Okay, now what I am talking about, that this 4 came outside. So ddx of x into 1. Now just Tell me what is the derivative of x square. Apply the formula for x to the power n, which is n into x to the power n minus 1. Put n equals to 2 here. So what will I get? 2x to the power 2 minus 1, that is 2x. Okay. So the derivative of this term will be 2x plus. Now derivative of y square will be the same as derivative of x square, only we need to multiply it with dy by dx. So derivative of y square will be 2y into dy by dx equal to, my one side is solved, 4 into, now here there is a product between x and y, so I need to use product rule. Okay, I need to use product rule. I need to apply product rule. So apply the product rule. First function into derivative of second plus second function into derivative of first. Okay, so I get 2x plus 2y dy by dx equal to 4 into x dy by dx plus y, ddx of x is 1, derivative of x is 1. So simply what I get, 2x plus 2y dy by dx equal to 4 into x dy by dx plus y. Okay, now just open this bracket, I get 4x dy by dx plus 4y. I am just multiplying with this 4 to the both term. Now my job is to find dy by dx, right? So what I will do, I will just collect all the term that contain dy by dx to one side. So I am shifting this here and this term to this side, because I want all dy by dx term to one side. So what will I get? 2y into dy by dx minus 4x into dy by dx. I shifted this term here equal to 4y and this term to here, so it will become minus 2x. Okay, now take common dy by dx. So remaining terms are 2y minus 4x into dy by dx. I just took the dy by dx outside, equal to 4y minus 2x. Okay, 4y minus 2x. Now shift this term to this side. So it is in multiplication, it will come into denominator. So what will I get? Dy by dx equal to 4y minus 2x upon 2y minus 4x, and that is the required answer because I wanted dy by dx here. Okay, so it's very simple, very easy, not any hard thing is there. Next example that we are going to solve is find derivative of log x square plus y square equal to 0. Okay, so again this is an implicit function because x and y are not separated here. So I will just differentiate directly, differentiate with respect to x. Will I get ddx of log x square plus y square equal to ddx of 0. Okay, now this is a composite function. Okay, because here I have log function, this is my outer function and this is my inner function. So whenever I take derivative of composite function, I first need to write derivative of log term. So derivative of log x is 1 upon x. So derivative of log x square plus y square is 1 upon x square plus y square. So derivative of this will be 1 upon x square plus y square into multiply by derivative of inner function. This is my inner function, x square plus y square equal to derivative of 0 is 0. 0 is constant, so derivative of constant is 0. Now 1 upon x square plus y square into derivative of x square plus derivative of y square. Now every time you don't need to write this separated form, you can directly take the derivative. If I shift this term to this side, it will become 0. So now derivative of x square, shift this term to this side, it will become 0. So I will get ddx of x square plus ddx of y square equal to 0. 0 into x square plus y square, which is 0 again. So derivative of x square is 2x plus derivative of y square is 2y into dy by dx. Every time whenever you take derivative of y, we need to multiply it with dy by dx equal to 0. Now keep this term to this side because we want dy by dx and shift 2x to this side. So 2y dy by dx equal to minus 2x. Shift this again. So dy by dx equal to minus 2x upon 2y. This get cancelled. So dy by dx equal to minus x upon y. This is the derivative of given function. Okay. One more example we will solve and then we will move to the parametric function. So I want to find derivative of sin x into y plus cos y equal to 0. Okay, this is again implicit function. Now differentiate with respect to x. Okay, I'll get ddx of sin x into y plus cos y equal to ddx of 0. Okay, so now ddx of this sin xy plus ddx of cos y equal to 0. Now this is a composite function again, right? Because sin is here and this is the inner function. So what will be the derivative of this term? What is the derivative of sin xy? Yes, it is cos xy multiplied by derivative of x into y, correct? The composite function thing we use here. So derivative of sin will be cos x into y multiplied by derivative of x into y plus derivative of cos y. What will be the derivative of sin x? It is minus cos x. So derivative of sin y will be derivative of cos x will be is minus sin x. So derivative of cos y will be minus sin y multiplied by dy by dx. That is the difference that we have observed. So I'll just write it here. Okay, plus minus sin y into dy by dx equal to 0. Just ignore the bad handwriting. Okay, now what I get here, cos xy into derivative of x into y. Here I need to apply product rule because multiplication sign is there. So I'll apply here first function into derivative of second plus second function into derivative of first minus sin y dy by dx equal to 0. Okay, now cos xy into x dy by dx plus y into 1, derivative of x is 1 minus sin y dy by dx equal to 0. Just open the bracket. I will get x into cos xy into dy by dx plus y into cos xy minus sin y into dy by dx equal to 0. Okay. Now just keep the term that contain dy by dx to this side and shift this term to the another side. I will get x cos xy plus y minus sin y. I am so sorry, just ignore this step, sorry about that. I will get x cos xy into dy by dx minus sin y dy by dx equal to minus y cos xy. I just shifted this term to this side. Now again take common, this dy by dx I am taking common, so the remaining term is cos x cos xy minus sin y into dy by dx equal to minus y into cos xy. Okay, now shift this term and we are ready to get the result. So dy by dx equal to minus y cos xy upon x into cos xy minus sin y, and this is our final result. We got dy by dx here. Okay, just pause the video, try to solve the example by yourself and see if you are able to find the derivative. Now try this example for the implicit function, that find out derivative of log x square plus y square plus 2xy equal to 0. This is first function. Second function, sin x square plus y square equal to log x. Third, find out e to the power x square plus y square plus xy equal to 0. Okay, find this out. You can also take log here. You can simplify this function as a log. So what will you do? Just take log to both sides. Or solve it as a explicit function. How? Just let me know if you are able to solve it or not. Okay. Now we are moving to the next function, that is derivative of parametric function. Parametric function. Now in the definition we have already seen that what parametric function is. So in parametric function your x and y are not directly related. Like we always have a function y equals to f of x. Here y is depend directly on x. Or in implicit function we have f of xy equal to 0. But in parametric function we have y is a function of some other variable and x is a function of that same variable. So these x and y are connected with this variable t. Okay, g of t suppose. So this is called as, this t is called as parameter and this is called as parametric function. So how will we find derivative of parametric function? Suppose if y is a function of t and x is a function of t, then dy by dx. Now directly I cannot differentiate y with respect to x. I can differentiate y with respect to t only because it's depend on t. Similarly, I can differentiate x with respect to t because it's depend on t. I cannot find dy by dx directly. So dy by dx is equal to dy by dt upon dx by dt. That is the formula for derivative. Now find out dy by dt directly differentiating with respect to t. Find out dx by dt directly differentiating with respect to t. Put the value here in numerator and denominator and that is the value of dy by dx. Okay, so that's how we find derivative for parametric function. Now I'll show you by solving some example. So suppose find dy by dx if what is given, if y equal to cos t and x equal to sin t. Okay, solution I am writing here. Dy by dx is given by dy by dt upon dx by dt. Let this be the equation number 1. Okay, now separately I am finding numerator and denominator. So differentiate x and y with respect to t. So what I will get? Dy by dt equal to ddt of cos t. So it is similar, ddx of cos x, ddt of cos t is sin t minus sin t. Now dx by dt equal to ddt of sin t, which is equal to cos t, dx by dt. Now put these values in equation 1. So from equation 1 I'll get dy by dx equal to, in numerator I have dy by dt which is minus sin t upon cos t, which is equal to minus tan t. That is my derivative. Okay, one more example I am going to show you, that find derivative dy by dx if x equals to 3at, y equals to 2at square, find dy by dx. Okay, so now you know that solution, it is a parametric function. As soon as you observe that it is a parametric function, you write that dy by dx is given by dy by dt upon dx by dt. This is the equation 1. Okay, now separately find out dy by dt and dx by dt. Since y is 2at square, x is 3at, differentiate with respect to t, I'll get dy by dt equal to ddt of 2at square, which is, so 2a is constant, it will be outside, and derivative of t square. So what is the derivative of x square? ddx of x square is 2x. So ddt of t square will be 2t. A into 2t. So which is equals to 4at. Okay. Now here dx by dt equal to ddt of 3at, which is equal to 3a is constant, ddt of t. Derivative of t is 1. So 3a into 1. So dx by dt equal to 3a. Okay. Now just use these values in equation 1. So from equation 1 I'll get dy by dx equal to 4at upon 3a. This a get cancelled and we get 4 by 3t. That is the derivative. Okay, so that's how we solve the derivative of parametric function. We find derivative of parametric function. Try this example. It is simple. Just use the formula. So find dy by dx if the first one is y equals to log of t, x equals to sine of t. Second one is y equals to 3a t square and x equals to 2a t cube. Okay. Third example, y equals to sin t and x equals to tan of t. Okay. So find out dy by dx in all the three cases. I hope you enjoy the lecture and understand everything, that how we are going to find derivative of different function. So in this lecture actually we discussed three very important function, that how to use exponential and logarithmic form, exponential or logarithmic form of the to find derivative, how to use this thing. Then second we see how to find derivative of implicit function. Then we see how to find derivative of parametric function. So just try to solve the given example. Let me know in comment section if you understand and able to solve it. Thank you very much for watching. Till then, have a nice day. Bye.